Yeah, Instagram are trying to completely revamp and change their home feed algorithm, and I have some data on that. Not quite sure what to make of it yet, but as you might have noticed, the chronological feed is finally back on Instagram, and while I've made some comments about that before, mainly my opinion was that it won't do anything really for you. It won't help you for sure, that's what I thought. It might be even bad for you, but my friends, the first data that we got from looking at this whole thing suggests that it might actually help you get your reach back up if you turn the right knobs. So far so good, but on the contrary, it seems as though they're toying with the idea of completely changing the home feed algorithms again. Reading between the lines, obviously, because on Friday, Adam Mosseri, our old friend, said the following.
What we're trying to do is help people discover things on Instagram that they don't know about yet and might love. So we're looking to bring more and more recommendations into feed, and we're going to continue to do so, but we also want to make sure you've got some control, hence the following feed that launched this week.
Which to me, it seems like they're aiming to make the home feed more and more like the one we see from the Reels feed, you know, with even more suggestive content. Right now, if you take a look at it, it's sort of like a mix between posts, Reels, suggested posts, and ads. Kind of complicated to even this whole thing out from Instagram's perspective, if you think about it, you know? And this is what I think Instagram's been battling with, trying to fit all of their expansions and different content forms together into a unified home feed. And right now, it seems as though they're doing some tests. Part of my research actually consists of tracking home feeds, trying to figure out why and how posts are being shown on Instagram to certain users. And I think I'm finally onto something. Well, I actually thought I was, but I'm just confused right now because it seems like there's different feed types among different users. Taking a look at the first 120 posts of the home feed, for example, there's quite a bunch of differences. Some users have the old feed, you know, having a sponsored post roughly every 5th or 6th post, but also suggested post every 3rd or 4th one. You know, this is basically, I don't even know if that's the old one or the new one. I kind of lost track because they're changing so much. We're not going to get too deep into the whole feed mechanics here right now, but home feed type B. Don't ask me why we start with B, but home feed type B roughly consists of this. The majority of posts being carousels, which is very interesting actually, and as many ads and reels combined, or as suggested posts combined as picture posts. Yeah, it makes sense considering Mosseri said, well, we're not just a photo sharing app anymore. But here's the thing, there's at least one more home feed type as per my research. Type A, and again, I have no idea why the second one is type A, but if you take a look at it, it doesn't really have a lot of ads. They're just interesting, actually just crazy, and I'm not sure what they're trying to do here. Probably they're testing some specific part out, how certain users react to something. In this case, it seems as, you know, they have as many regular posts as they have carousel posts. But the interesting thing is actually the first 30 posts were actually more diversified. So at least for me, it seems like they're testing the idea of boosting regular picture posts again more in the feed, especially more down in the feed. And we're gonna see about the ad thing, the ad posts, if they really will be just very rare, as I've seen it with some of my test accounts and some clients. If that happens, ad prices will actually go up quite a bit. So I actually don't think so. I think it's just a side thing of them trying to figure something out. Now here comes the interesting insight I got from the chronological feed being brought back though. Now, it usually works like this. As you react less and less to certain people's posts, they will just stop showing them in the home feed. You know, basically what we talked about in the last shadow ban video, where we also discussed some ways to counter that. And the interesting thing is, one thing that seems to actually reset this whole stat, at least a little bit, is the chronological feed. Because suddenly people see your posts again, you know, if they check for the chronological feed. And right now, it seems like just you appearing on their screen again within the chronological feed makes you reappear in the regular home feed again. And even better if they actually do decide to engage with your posts again, which is huge news, at least for now. You know, who knows for how long this is going to be there, but definitely make use of that while you still can sort of getting your algorithm rating score back up again. One thing I can tell you for sure though, this trick will not help you at all if your content game is just not there and if people just don't respond to your content because you're not using the right strategies or not a strategy at all. Quite the opposite actually, you will lose even more engagement if that's the case. Which is why I have a video right here to walk you through some practical growth strategies that you can implement right away. And if you want sort of an explanation on what to actually do to make use of this chronological feed hack, if you will, get on the waiting list for my upcoming program, the IG Black File, and I'll send you the file right away.